From family curses to death threats by Elmo, we bring you 8 cursed dolls. Number 8, Juliet. This is definitely one doll you wouldn't want anywhere near you. A woman named Anna holds the title of caretaker for a doll named Juliet. In fact, for at least 4 generations, her ancestors have been forced to do so. The doll is cursed. For each daughter in the family line gives birth to 2 children, a boy and a girl. The boy always ends up mysteriously dying on the 3rd day of life. Juliet was given to Anna's great-grandmother by someone who had a grudge against her. There's reports that the doll laughs and screams at night. The family says the screams of various infants can be heard, leading them to believe the doll keeps the souls of all the infant boys she has claimed. Number 7, Mandy. Mandy is a porcelain doll created between 1910 and 1920. She was donated to the Quesnel Museum in British Columbia in 1991. The donor stated that they couldn't take the screaming from the doll anymore. Since then, strange occurrences happened in the museum, with missing lunches, footsteps being heard when no one was around, and shuffled around office supplies. Workers claimed they had trouble putting Mandy anywhere because she would harm the other dolls. Her eyes would reportedly follow patrons and blink at you whenever you walked. She also has been known to mess with cameras and recording equipment. Number 6, Letta the Gypsy. Carrie Walton explored an abandoned building in 1972 and discovered an old marionette hidden in between the cracks in the porch. The doll was made 2 centuries ago by a Romanian gypsy whose son had drowned. It had real human hair in a compartment under the scalp that held what resembled a brain. Letta can change the weather, mostly making it rain whenever he's outside. He can also move on his own and even give off a pulse. Creepy! Number 5, Baby Devil Doll. During the 1800s, a daughter from a rich family married a wealthy Scottish man. One of her ex-lovers became infuriated and came to a witch for help. The witch cursed the bride, and the woman soon died after she gave birth, leaving behind a deformed child resembling Satan. Neighbors feared the child and carved dolls to place outside their homes to ward off the child. The dolls are said to be cursed by the devil child and are pure evil, capable of moving on their own and following you with dead eyes. Number 4, Robert the Haunted Doll. Robert was given to Eugene Otto in the year 1906 by a servant who practiced black magic. Neighbors said Robert would move and stare at them from out the window, and sometimes it would even laugh and scurry from room to room. Eugene died in the year 1974. Robert was left alone in the attic until the house found some new owners, where Robert transferred ownership to a 10-year-old girl. The girl began screaming in the dead of night, saying that the doll would attack her. She even recently still confirms to interviewers that the doll was alive and wanted to kill her. Number 3, Okiku. This doll of intense creepiness was bought in 1918 by a brother as a gift for his 2-year-old sister. The young girl absolutely adored the doll and played with it every day. However, she developed an intense fever and died the following year. The doll was subsequently placed on top of the family's altar. After a while, the doll's hair began to grow, a sign that the spirit of the young girl remains inside the doll. Number 2, the Pala Ubin Barbie. Apparently the dead can still request Barbies from beyond the grave. During the first arc of World War I, a young girl was running away from pursuers, where she fell off a cliff and died. A shrine was soon established in her memory, located in Pala Ubin. A mysterious Barbie doll has been seen on top of the shrine since 2007. A man reported that he felt compelled to buy the toy after a bizarre dream happened consecutively, where a ghost girl was walking the man down an aisle of toys with the Barbie next to it. The community still visits the doll and provides it with offerings in hope that the ghost girl will bring them good luck. Number 1, Haunted Elmo. Children everywhere have probably owned an Elmo doll at some point. There are so many variations, from Tickle Me Elmo to Singing Elmo. What they probably didn't tell you as a kid, however, was a haunted Elmo, who says that he quite literally wishes to kill you. Such a doll was purchased by the Bowman family in 2008 for 2-year-old James.
Kill him?
This specific version of Elmo was the Knows Your Name model, which was specifically programmed to remember and recite a child's name, along with a couple of other phrases. Elmo definitely knew James's name, but started nearly all of his sentences with "kill," resulting in a very unnerving doll. James's mother was very distraught after learning that the children's toy was handing out death threats. This Elmo was reportedly in standard working condition before the batteries were changed out. Fisher-Price offered the family a replacement, but it's unknown whether or not they took the manufacturer up on the offer.